they pay little or no attention to most lectures about breast cancer. They don't screen enough, they don't read enough about breast cancer. And so when it attacks them, they are almost go to the hospital almost in the latter part or last stages of the condition or the disease. For some women, they also fear, even after they have been diagnosed of breast cancer, because of various reasons. Some fear that they may lose both breasts. Some also fear that there's so much cost and there's so much pain that comes with the treatment. Today on the show, I am eager to learn all about breast cancer from a woman who has survived breast cancer, and then to also understand the need for ladies to have good breast care from some health personnel. My name is Mamitra, and I'm so excited that you are on Youth Empowerment Television show this afternoon. So be part of the show by sharing your thoughts and questions with us on our WhatsApp number 053-1320-444, or you can leave your thoughts with us on our live Facebook stream. I have Dorothy, who is a breast cancer survivor, and I have Rabiatu, who is a nurse, and then I have Linda, who is a nurse, a women empowerment and health advocate. Please stay tuned because we are going to get into this conversation that I believe would be good for you. Ladies, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
I feel like I'm not really dressed for the occasion. Maybe I should have worn pink.
You're good.
I'm good.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you, and so are all of you.
Around your chin.
Yes. It was deliberate. It was a conscious effort to put eyeshadow pink, and then
at least you're in the mood, so
good to go.
we are good to go.
Okay, so I really want to hear your story, and before we even get into that, let me say that hats off to you for agreeing to be here to share your story, and I am beyond grateful to have you on my show. But since I have nurses on the show, I want us to talk about you said ladies should have good breast care. What does that even mean? Should I bath my breast twice in a day or 3 times in a day? What does good breast care mean?
All right. So greetings to all your audience.
Yeah.
And, we are grateful to be here.
Mm.
So at least create an awareness since we are in October where the whole world is celebrating breast cancer awareness. So basically, personally, I'm very happy because there has been a massive transformation when it comes to breast cancer awareness. You know, we have a lot of days that we observe different kinds of health issues.
Yeah.
But when it comes to breast cancer, it's very delicate and people are really celebrating it.
Yeah.
So I will applaud each and everybody trying their best to make sure that the breast cancer awareness program is ongoing, just like you are doing here on your television. We applaud you for that. I also applaud other NGOs and health facilities that are doing their best, churches and what have you, are doing their best to create their awareness. So before I will go on, when it comes to breast care, basically we are telling each female, and then I won't exempt the males.
Okay.
Yes, because people have the notion or the myth that breast cancer doesn't affect male. It does. Yes. So basically, when we say breast care, we are talking about taking good care of your breast.
Yeah.
So just being to the hospital, and then the doctor tries to examine your breast and see the any abnormality or the breast is fine and there's nothing wrong with it. Aside being a doctor, you personally can also do it in your house. When you should examine your body. Immediately you are seeing a change in every aspect of your body. You don't sit down. Likewise the breast. So when you stand up in the morning, I prefer at least once in a week as a lady, you just have to touch your breast and see that we already have a bit of ball or something inside already. But mostly when the cancer cells are growing or when you find out that there's a lump, it's mostly at the side of your breast, getting to the armpit area, and then sometimes beneath the breast. So basically when we talk about breast care, we are saying that just have an examination yourself or walk into the hospital. Anytime you are going to do health assessment or you are going for review or something, just do a breast care for your breast.
Okay, Rabiatu, since she has tackled that, I want us to go into what causes breast cancer. Is it from gene? Is it genetic? Is it hereditary? How does somebody get breast cancer?
Okay, thank you for your question and then greetings to all our audience.
Yeah.
So with it, sometimes it's hereditary.
Okay.
And then sometimes, so most of the causes are our lifestyle, and then reproductive age starting less than 12 years, and then menopause starting after, let's say, 55 years.
Okay.
So
the
those-
early start of menstruation.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can also cause that, and then
Wow.
late
Start of menopause. Oh, okay.
can also cause that.
Okay.
So, like my sister said,
Yeah.
we need to be careful. We have to be checking ourselves and then note every abnormality in our breast and all that. And then some of the signs and symptoms that you will see on your breast for you to know that you have the disease. You see some reddish on your breast, you feel a lump. Sometimes you might even have a bloody discharge from your nipple. Yes.
Wow. And is that painful?
From the scratch, it's not painful.
Okay.
So if you don't take note of it, you might think it's something normal. So that is why you need to be extremely careful about yourself. So that anytime you notice any difference or any change in the breast,
Yeah.
you know that like they need to go for proper screening and all that. And then sometimes when it happens, the breast engorges, it becomes big.
Okay.
So if you are somebody who has boobs,
Small boobs, yeah.
yes, you wouldn't even know, and it's not painful until it gets to its latter stage that you feel pain, you have headache, you lose weight,
Okay.
shortness of breath, yellowish eye,
I see.
dark urine, and all that.
I see. But is breast cancer curable?
It's curable when
Okay.
you it's detected earlier,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
it's treated.
Okay.
Yes, it's curable. But when you wait till the latter stage, it cannot be cured. But with treatment, the symptoms can calm down and then prolong your lifespan a bit for you.
Okay.
So we need to be careful on how we live our life, things we eat, and all that. So limiting alcohol, stop smoking.
Hey, the youth are dead because that's what they are engaged in nowadays. That's what almost everybody in our class smokes, drinks,
we
and
take
and
it
does
for
that.
fun, but it's really killing us. And then the treatment.
Okay, so there are some images on the screen. Are they doing examination, or can the nurse help us walk us through that? Okay, these are the symptoms of. Oh, okay, I see.
So as
Wow.
our sister was saying, you can see that from the, let me go to the third image.
Yeah.
Swelling, redness, darkening of the breast.
Okay.
So you see, if you check the affected,
there's difference.
yes, there's difference. The affected breast is down a
Yeah.
bit, and the size have changed. It's a bit bigger than the normal one. And then when it comes to if you check all the breasts,
Yeah.
the affected ones have sagged a bit
Yeah.
than the normal one. So changes in size, changes in place, changes in shape and everything. It becomes itchy. On the fit diagram, you can see that it's itchy, and then
yeah.
you have some scales on it. And then the pain at the latter part, that's when the pain actually starts.
You keep saying latter part, and I also heard you say stages and something like that. What is the last stage of breast cancer?
Okay, so we have the first stage. So with the first stage, it's actually painless, and then the lump is very small.
Okay.
And if you don't take care, you may be deceived that you don't even have it at all. That is why examination is very important, and also regular medical checkup is very important.
Yeah.
So the stage 1, you'll be there, and basically you might not feel anything at all. So stage 2 is when you start seeing, okay, there's a change in my breast size. My breast is now bigger, and then it's reddish, it's looking engorged. When you say engorged, it looks a bit shiny with some like a total difference of color.
Okay.
Like the color is even changing. So if you are fair, you will see
Becoming darker. Okay.
If you are
okay.
darker too, it becomes more darker or even fairer.
Oh, okay.
So the latter part is when you have seen that, okay, now the breast is over engorged, the cells have been spread all over. The latter part, I don't think you want to see. It's very horrible. And then that's where most people start getting serious and then they go to the hospital. Yes.
I see. Wow, that's you spoke about lifestyle. Before I go and listen to Dorothy's story, you spoke about lifestyle. When you say lifestyle, what do you mean? You mentioned smoking, you mentioned alcohol. What does the things that we eat, our food, the way we exercise or we don't exercise, does that have any impact on us as women? And does that have any effect on, or does that contribute to us having or not having breast cancer?
Yes. With our lifestyle, we
Yeah.
need to eat well.
Okay.
Yes, we need to eat well, and then mostly with the young ladies of nowadays,
Yeah.
when they give birth,
Yeah.
they don't want to breastfeed their kids, or in the name of they don't want their breast to fall.
sag, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit. It's no good, and all of that contributes to breast cancer. So we need to be careful on all those things, how we eat, what we eat. It should be something of health. The canned food, we should limit it. If probably we should stop.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. And then there's this myth that I want us to talk about, that the guys, I know the guys will be very happy about this one, that when they suck the breast, it prevents or it limits or reduces the level of a woman or the risk of a woman having breast cancer. Is it true?
Okay, so basically it's actually true, and then we need the myth
It's true.
It's not actually a myth, it's true. The
Hey, today the boys will be happy with you.
Yes, the fact that they are supposed to suck, there has to be a precaution, and there has to be a way it's supposed to be done.
Okay.
You just don't scramble somebody's breast like you're having a tissue paper, you are just scrambling. No, we basically don't do it like that. So we are saying they should suck because we just want circulation around that place.
Okay.
Yes, we need the blood flow working 24/7. You know, when you are exercising, hardly will you say, I'm exercising with my breast.
Yeah.
We are mostly focused on our legs, our arms, and we ignore this sensitive part. So in the process of them sucking, it helps in circulation, and circulation is very good for cells reproduction.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that's why it's seen that men are supposed to, but they can also cause the breast cancer if it is not done well, because people end up biting and all that, which is very dangerous.
Oh, boss, why? Boss, relax.
It is not cake and it is not food.
Are they?
Yes, it's something that you will go back and come and suck again. So why in the rush? It's for you. You need to calm down, massage it well, and then we are good to go.
I see. I know that the guys who are watching are very excited today, but now I want to hear Dorothy's story. You have survived it, and so it's like if when you've not given birth before and somebody has given birth, you know, the person has gone through the process, so you know the process best. Let me find out from you, when were you first diagnosed of breast cancer?
I was diagnosed on 2022. That was last year.
Okay.
But I found it myself during COVID.
Oh, okay.
It was when I ate white foods, rice, yam, tomatoes, sardine, and those stuff. Please, I'm not spoiling anybody's company.
Yeah.
But that was what I was seeing. Then I was having this reaction, this tickling
Okay.
around my armpits, my breast. It was this tickling stuff, but I didn't take note of it because I was a bit busty.
Okay.
And when I was having my ovulation, then there was this heaviness and pains. So I thought it was this normal thing. After I'm done with menstruation,
it will go away. Yeah.
But then it got to a point it wasn't going again. So that was how it happened.
Okay. So did you go to the hospital to confirm what it was?
Sure. So around 2021, I went to hospital to find out what it was, and it was herbal. It was herbal.
Okay.
And
You went the herbal way.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I thought that if actually I was afraid. I don't know why, but I'm afraid of nurses. When I see them going and coming, I think somebody's dying. That's why they are busy like
They are
that.
running,
So I didn't
okay.
want to go there. So I went to a herbal clinic, and
Yeah.
they mentioned something fibrosis. I have never been able to mention that word. And
So they didn't confirm to you
nah,
that
it
it
wasn't
breast
confirmed
cancer.
there.
Okay.
It was when I started having the pain. I said, no, this is becoming more than normal. So I went to a place where I'll be checked up well, and I was diagnosed that I have breast cancer. Woo, me? How? Breast cancer?
How did that make you feel?
What? Bad. Devastated, sad, stranded, wanted to die. I remember
Wow.
I was running on the roadside because I wanted to be hit by a car,
I'm so sorry.
because I was thinking that who would take care of me? And I started Googling about the disease, and I got many ideas that no, it is deadly.
Yeah.
So by the grace, I met somebody, an angel on social media. Her name is Georgina. She helped me and got me a doctor called Dr. Juliet, and that woman mysteriously paid 12,000
For your
for my
treatment.
treatment.
But how old were you when you were first diagnosed?
I was 42.
42.
Yes,
Did you have kids by then?
I have 4 kids already.
Okay. Were you
That's-
married?
Yes, I was married, but my husband left me because of the disease. When it became,
Dorothy, I'm so sorry.
yes, he did. And you know, one thing that he did, and it is unforgivable. I didn't have money, so his workplace, he works at Christ Apostolic Church International.
Okay.
He's a driver there. So he went to them, and they told him that they can support me with 10,000 cedis. The money was given to him, and that time we've bought a Kia Picanto
Yeah.
from their administrator.
Yeah.
So it was there was this balance of 6,000 that he wanted to pay.
Yeah.
So he told me that he was going to pay the money. I said, wow, I am sick here. You want to pay
So
a car?
he used the money to go
He
pay
used
for
the
the
money
car.
to pay the car and left me in the hands of hunger. I remember in March, I prepared banku, ate it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday without pepper, stew with nothing. And he went away with the 10,000 till now.
I am so short of words. I don't know what to say. I have never been this close to tears on this show, and wow. But some people, I'm so sorry. What he did it's inexcusable. It's Dorothy, I'm very sorry for what you went through.
Thank you, darling.
But some people go to the hospital and they have to do a number of tests, biopsies, and they still are not able to detect. I've heard a number of people who've done more than 3, more than 4 before they were able to detect that it was breast cancer. Did you face that challenge?
Nah, mine was pa.
Okay.
It got to a point, everything showed that it was
You
breast
had
cancer.
breast
So
cancer.
I did the biopsy, ultrasounds, and mammogram, and they all testified that it was breast cancer. So immediately I was diagnosed. The people that I was talking about, they came in. So I started the chemo.
Yeah.
I had 8 sessions of them,
Okay.
and it was terrible.
Okay, so for most of us who don't, my arms are shivering. I have to pull myself together for I am so sorry. So for some of us who don't understand chemotherapy, what goes on? What is the process of chemotherapy? And you said you've had 8 sections
Sure,
of it.
sure.
What does that mean? Can you explain that for us?
It's a medicine that cures cancer.
Okay.
It's very good,
Okay.
but it's poison. It helps. I'm not dispute that fact.
Yeah.
It really helped me, but I'm saying it's poison because what it does to your cells and your system is terrible. I wish they can do something about it, but since it can kill the cells,
Yeah.
I think they know why that is why it's like that. The chemo, my first 4, I think it was dealing with the system.
Okay.
You want to vomit, you want to eat, you want to sleep, you want to poo-poo, you want to drink water, you are feeling hurt, you are feeling cold at the same time.
That must have been a lot.
What? A lot? More than a lot. And the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th deal with the bones. So wherever there is a bone, expect pain.
Wow.
So the pain I have gone through, if it was to be written, nobody will finish reading. The pain.
Yeah.
Even when the fan is rotating,
Yeah.
you can feel the pain. The fan is far from you, but you still feel the pain. It was hell. But the man up there
Yeah.
saw me through, seeing me through, and forever seeing me through.
Amen.
Had it
to
not
that,
been
yeah.
him, where I got, because I the doctor told me that I had 3 months to die. That was December, January, February. That was when I was supposed to die. But Daddy came in and I was saved.
And that must have been very devastating because thinking that you have 4 children and no man to leave them to, going through that process must have been very devastating. Is it the chemotherapy stage that you lose hair as well?
Sure. That's when I wish I could show some pictures that you can project to know that yes, indeed, I went through a lot. You lose everything. You lose your beauty. You lose your hair.
But you're still very pretty.
Thank God.
You're still very pretty.
You lose your strength. You lose everything. You won't go here. You are walking on the walls. The cells that are giving you that strength to walk about is the one that the chemo is killing, so that you will live. So that part, I pray to God, no love of mine will go through. It's hell.
I see. And Dorothy, there are certain other processes too I've heard of. Is it lumpectomy and then radioactive?
Radiotherapy.
Radiotherapy, okay. And then is it mastectomy?
Mastectomy
Okay.
is the surgery.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Can you
so-
walk us through that?
Yes. After
Did you go through that?
Sure, I did. After you done with the chemotherapy, I don't know the number of chemos that the doctor will prescribe for you. But after you're done with the chemo, you have to go through the surgery. It helps. It does help because after that you are back to life.
But you've lost your breast.
Sure. My breast doesn't define me. I don't use
I like
it.
that.
I don't use it to eat. I don't use it to walk. I only feed children with it, wear dress with it, and maybe your boyfriend or your husband will suck it. Apart from these 3 things, and without it, you can still live. It is only your head that when it's not there, you can't live again. But any other organ that you have that you, maybe because of disease, you have to lose it. You can still live your life. Look at me.
You're living great, and
Sure.
I like that you have
Sure.
such a positive aura around you. You
Yeah.
have such a positive bubble that you live
Sure.
in. But the mastectomy, I understand there are, is it 3 types where they can take just some of your breast tissues, and there are some that they take 1, and there are some that they take all the breast. Which one did you go through?
The one,
Okay.
depending on the type of cancer you have.
You have, okay.
And maybe yours spreads the other side. That's when you lose the tube. And sometimes you have this the lamp around somewhere that they can just take it off. Mine, where it was, they would have taken it off, but after that, it would have looked uglier. In fact, it wouldn't have been nice. It also, they explained and they showed me places that if they had to take the lamp, this is how it should look afterwards. And I said, no. Let me be that empty. Yes, let me be that empty.
Okay. Dorothy, once again, thank you so much for coming and for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
And I pray that you have strength. I wish you all the best, and I hope that you have such a good life.
Yeah.
But there are a number of women who are watching us today who have been diagnosed of breast cancer, and for some reason they are scared to lose their breast. They are scared of the pain that they'll go through, and so they are sitting at home going the herbal route, and they are sitting at home praying, hoping that, God answers prayers. They are hoping that some term it as a spiritual attack, and so they are praying and believing some pastors and sitting at home and not taking it to the hospital to get it treated. Dorothy, you are a warrior who's fought and has won. So are you clear now? Are you free of it now?
I'm left with the radiotherapy.
Okay.
Which I'm going to need 12,000 for that, and there's no money for that now. But I'm done with the chemo, the
mastectomy.
Yes. Yeah. So what I would say to anyone who is diagnosed or feeling that this is what is happening to me and it's abnormal.
Yeah.
Sweethearts, don't you love yourself? Okay, forget about your kids, forget about your husband, forget about everybody.
Yeah.
Don't you love yourself?
Yeah.
Trust me, you do not use your breast for anything. If you love your life, go for it. Go for the treatment. Go for the chemo. It should do all these things that I said to you. But afterwards, there is life after breast cancer. Go for the treatment. Do the surgery. If your husband or your boyfriend says he won't let you cut your breast, you have to be very careful with him. He wants you to die.
But I don't think that men should have such power over women's body, because it is my body, it is the woman's body.
Some men, we've heard a lot of cases that my husband said I shouldn't do it and they die. My husband, and the men are there.
They would remarry.
They would, no, even when they are with you. Imagine. And now that you are no more, what do you think the decision is going to be? So you have to love yourself and tell yourself that it is only your head that when you do not have it, you can live. You can live. Some even lose two breasts. They are still there.
Yeah, Stephanie Benson doesn't have
both,
so.
Typical example.
And I know she's living very well.
Sure, I know a lot of people who do not have two, but they are still, and the way they happy themselves, my sister, don't go there.
Yeah.
If we meet, don't go there. The way we happy ourselves,
you should.
Afterwards,
should.
See that? Go for the treatment. There is life after breast cancer.
Yeah.
It won't kill you.
It won't kill.
And have this positive mentality.
Yeah.
One thing that helped me through, and it's still helping me.
Yeah.
I never left God behind. And I have a problem. I have addiction problem.
Okay.
If I don't read the Bible, then I have different system.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I love it. So I was always close to the Bible. So the word of God kept coming.
Cut you through.
It kept coming. This one will come, and I will encourage myself, because there was nobody, no
to
family, no, my kids, they are depending on me, so why am I going to depend on them?
Yeah.
So the word of God helped me.
Thank you, Dorothy. And I'll give you just 30 seconds each. My time is up. They will take us off air. As a nurse, how would you advise, and you also a nurse, how would you advise, especially as we are in October, Pink October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, how would you advise women watching us, Linda?
Okay, so thank you very much. You see, I'm very much happy about Auntie Dorothy's issue, how confident and everything. What I want to put across is that actually breast cancer, when it's taken off, That's one of the best surgeries ever. Do you know why? When auntie is sitting down, how do you know she's not having one breast?
Yeah.
We are so lucky that it's covered.
Yeah.
We don't expose breast.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if my leg is off,
You will
everybody
see
knows
it.
Yeah.
I'm having disability.
Sure.
So that should even encourage you that when you're having issues,
Yeah.
take it off.
Take it off. Okay. Rabia, to final words so that we can go.
To add up,
Yeah.
you have kids, you have family. So don't let society, your husband, yourself deprive you from getting treatment.
Yeah.
Because after treatment, there's life.
Okay,
Final
so I really don't have the time. I wish I had it to give you, but I don't have it. So what I would tell every woman and every man even watching us this afternoon is what Dorothy. Okay, so my producer says I can give you some few seconds. So quickly take it.
All right, sure. So I would like to thank Chris Love Foundation.
Okay.
It's a sister foundation. You know, I also have my own foundation,
Foundation,
Afro
yeah.
Impact Foundation. We are actually embarking on a breast cancer screening. So anybody interested, 31st of October, please
Okay.
come at Bojiase.
Okay.
Just after Kaswa. So Kaswa and its environment, Accra, anybody at all, they can just put my number there. They should just call me.
Okay, so
and-
you mentioned the number
Okay,
so that they can pick the number.
054-3588-554. And then
Take it again.
054-3588-554. So they
Okay.
should just call and then they should just book and then we will just add them to our audience. And then we are soliciting for funds for her.
Okay, if there's a number that you want
Yes,
to put
please.
out so that people can send some funds,
Yes,
contribute to help you get the radiotherapy.
Therapy,
I would be
yes.
grateful if you guys can do this for her
sure.
for me.
So the Momo number is 054-5295-676.
Take it again.
054-5295-676. And then the name is Yebua Kezia. So please, that's our Momo number. We are trying our possible best as a foundation to help our mother go through the
Radiotherapy.
So you see, she's an amazing person. I don't think
She
she'll be
is.
happy
She
if
is.
she's devastated because of breast cancer or she's not able to complete her treatment. So basically, that's what, and we are pleading on the people watching us. Please, something small so that we can help our mommy and then she should gain her full confidence back in her health back.
Hopefully this will happen for her because you've come on Youth Empowerment. I trust my people. We can do this. We can do this for her. And what I will tell you who is watching the show today is what Dorothy said. She said your breast doesn't define you. As a woman, there's more to you than your breast. And when it comes to it, choose your life. Do not listen to anyone who is not concerned about your life, because any person who loves you would be concerned about your health and you being able to live than having a breast and dying. My name is Mami Try and we came here to do this for God and country. Please get screened in this October. Please screen yourself or go to the hospital to be screened. Go to Bojiase for their free screening. Please don't miss it as well. Take good care of yourself and I'll see you tomorrow on Youth Empowerment Television Show. Bye-bye.